You're watching Drake Queen Gaming. Enjoy the video.
Hey guys and gals, Nary here from Drake Queen Gaming, and some of you know me on Twitter, The Gaming Dragon. Today I'm coming back at you another Let's Play episode of a Masquerade in the Woods. So y'all, let's go ahead and jump right back in, shall we? Alarm chain, you were up, and let's go. Okay. We've known each other since we were kids. He's like a younger brother to me. Don't get me wrong, Lou's an effing idiot. Obsessed with those stupid comic books. No wonder he thinks himself a real-life slypaw. Never should have shown them to him. She pauses, taking a deep breath. But after all the bullshit he's been through? She shakes her head, closing her eyes as if to shake off unwanted thoughts. Her paw picks up where she left off, tugging at the knot to make sure my arm stays in place. We better get back to home base. She stands up, swinging the backpack over her shoulder and offering her other paw. I reach up with my good arm, being pulled to my feet. River starts walking through the swampy forest floor, and as I follow her, another question enters my mind. Did you see that tall white man? Do you know who he is? The mutt? You tell me. No, the one I ran after, the unicorn. She stops, slowly turning with a strange expression. Uh-oh. 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 What did I do? I'm sorry. I didn't mean to scare them. Oh, don't you worry about it. You did give your parents quite a fright back there, but no one blames you. Playing in the water alone could be quite dangerous. She's not my real mom. Is that so? Yeah. Mommy ran away. Daddy says she's scared. Scared of what exactly? I don't know. Daddy gets upset when I ask. Perhaps Mom and Dad don't know either. No, I don't think so. Adults always know. I'm sure they wish that were the case. Now, I'm just going to go ahead and wrap this around your arm, okay, Cody? Okay. Your hair looks funny. Your hair, it looks weird. Yeah? Yeah, it's like a ponytail. Have you ever ridden a horse before, Cody? No, ponies are for girls. Are they now? Yeah. Fine horses can be quite majestic creatures. I guess. Can I call you Colt, then? You can call me whatever you'd like, Cody. You're gonna feel some pressure on around your arm now, okay? Okay. Okay, good. That's good. Looks like our time together is almost up. Are we going to the hospital? Yes, we are, and we're almost there. Do we have to go? I don't like it there. It smells weird. The doctor's scary. It's okay. I'm here. And perhaps if you're a good boy, the doctor will give you a nice lollipop after. You like lollipops, Cody? Yeah, raspberry. Well, I'm sure they have those. Colt? Yes, Cody? Will you stay with me? Until the end. That's a really weird thing to say. What the fuck? Ha! The fuck? You black out the whole time? Shepard's head snaps sharply as her paw strikes across his muzzle. The beast's crimson eyes slowly open as he turns his head back, only answering with a low grunt. Despite the considerable force behind River's blow, the hyena stands relatively unmoved, as if made of stone. What the fuck were you thinking? The tension and slight awkwardness is palpable as they stare each other down, Shepard's muzzle in height with the rabbit's pointed ears. I stiffly lean up against the doorframe, still shivering from the improvised swim earlier. You find a panicking boy in the bathroom, and your response is not only to hold him against the wall, but to scream at him? River didn't take it well when I told her on our hike back. He was fine. He was slitting his wrist! She throws her arms out to either side. What the fuck's your problem? Shepard, meanwhile, stands unfazed, expression cold. When it becomes clear he doesn't intend to answer, she turns away, one paw on her hip, the other pinching the bridge of her nose. So, water time. Fucking unbelievable! Are you done? She turns back to him. Am I? No, you know what? Fuck this. Fuck you. What the fuck happened to you? Her expression melts from anger to one of despair. Huh? What happened to the guy who gave me a place to sleep when I couldn't go home? The guy who gave me a ride to school because my fucking dad was shit-faced and passed out in the bathtub, huh? Shepard's gaze draws away from Rivers, and in response, she takes a step forward. You changed! Ludwig made you cruel! Don't you dare! You're fucking useless! His growling voice echoes off the cold concrete around us. Rivers shakes her head, looking up at the growling beast with somber eyes. Before turning and pushing past me, Shepard's breaths are heavy, chest rising and falling as he turns to me. I immediately let my eyes fall to the concrete floor. Shepard strokes his muzzle, stepping over to one of the pillars lining the room. Placing his forearm up against it, he leans forward, closing his eyes. I turn around, stepping outside. The light of the moon seeps through the thin veil of clouds above, and the smell of tobacco drifts through the air. But it's not the cheap, acrid stench of smoke. It's the warm, aromatic, almost chocolate aroma, like the smell of a cigar, but artificial. Just off the gravel path sits the rabbit. I walk up and awkwardly sit down next to her. She lifts a paw to wipe away her tears, taking a long drag from the small box in her other. I didn't know you smoked. Oh, fuck off. She sighs. Sorry, I didn't mean to sound... No, I know. We sit there for a moment, both observing the amber liquid inside the glass chamber. It's the first time we've really been alone since meeting at Lucas's place, not counting the forest earlier. It's a little awkward, and the previous argument inside isn't helping. You think Lucas and Mason are okay? She nods, pulling her phone out. Mason texted me a few minutes ago, said they're on their way back. She let out a sigh of relief, knowing they're safe. After Lucas tackled that pale dog, I wasn't sure he'd survive. With how he just brushed off that gunshot. What was he like before he changed? She lets out a weak chuckle. You know, he used to play the guitar? I look up at her, shaking my head. I don't really know anything about him. Or any of them, now that I think about it. Her eyes look off into the distance between the trees. He used to be pretty good at it, too. He'd play for me out here, outside of town. Don't think I've seen him touch it in years now. Taught him to dance on that cold-ass floor inside. Dance? She nods, the edge of her lip curling in a small smile. Then there was a time he read me Plato for a week straight just for a history assignment. I can't help but smile a little, too. Shepard reads philosophy? It was practically the only thing he read for a year straight. Huh. The sweetest guy I knew. You look... Stop myself. You're pretty close. Her gaze stays distant beyond the tree line, lifting her fist to take another drag. Smoke slowly streams out of her nostrils toward the silver sky. You're not gonna answer. You don't have to. I know what it's like. Loving someone. Alright, y'all. Give me a second. With some water real quick. No, please! Cody, I can't anymore! Please, don't leave me! I love you! I can't do this anymore, Cody. Please, 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 I'll do anything. Please! Cody? I'm sorry, please. I'm sorry. Just please don't leave me. Then get a fucking grip on yourself, man. Fuck, you're acting like a child. And then learning to hate them. Cody. What? I look up to meet her eyes, a suspicious expression across her muzzle. You zoned out. Sorry. I scratch my neck. Bad memories. She watches me for a second before turning back to the forest, exhaling through her nose. Yeah, you'll fit right in. What do you mean? She looks down at the display on her vape, rapidly pressing the big button until the light turns off. Half the reason we're all here. Bad memories. The most sorry group of misfits you'll ever come across, she mutters, slipping the device into her pocket. Fit right in. I can't go back, can I? River lets out a big sigh, combing her hair back with a paw. Never say never, but honestly, I reckon you're in too deep at this point. They know you. They know that you know, and they won't stop looking. You're a liability to them, just like we all are. I can't go back. I can't leave. I'll never get to see you again, Miles, will I? Look, you... She turns to face me more straight on. You made your choice, right? You wanted to help. I tried to warn you, but that shit doesn't matter now. You're involved. Now deal with it. I know you got the balls for it. Shit, I've seen him firsthand. What? That Prince dude is involved in all this, and you just stared him down, alone. That takes some fucking courage. He spoke as if he knew me. I never thought I'd have enemies. Don't think too much about it. A man without enemies is a man without honor. I let out a weak chuckle. Who's that a quote by? She shrugs, the side of her muzzle tugging up into a small smile. Fuck if I know, I heard it in a rap song. She pats my back, pushing herself off the ground. I'll go get you something for your shoulder. With that, she walks back up the gravel path, disappearing through the door. As I lean forward, letting out a sigh, I'm reminded of the piece of mirror still in my pocket. I hold it up in front of me, carefully turning it in my paw, watching the low light of the moon reflect off of it. I see myself. My violet eyes, my dark hair, my messy fur matted with river water and filth. Dirty. Like my first night here, covered in mud and blood. I don't recognize myself at all. I probably never will. Are you there? I turn the mirror in my paw. Who are you? What do you want? Are you real? I turn. Shepard stands by the door, arms crossed. I turn back, looking over the road. How's your shoulder? I try to shrug, but immediately regret the ache it causes. He sighs. What happened? Straight back to business. Was all that care just for show? I don't know. I was walking through the forest when... Back at the bar. Oh. You put the mask on and dunked your head in the sink. Then what? You passed out? How did you know I turned back to him. You were watching me. You brought the mask on purpose, left your bag in there because you knew. You remembered things, didn't you? Remembered? No, I saw... Things from before you woke up in the forest. Things you suppressed. No, they weren't... Remembered what you did before. Listen to me! I shout louder than I intended. Second now, water time. Delicious cherry bubbly water. I shout louder than I intended. Shepard stops, looking taken aback. I push myself to my feet. I saw things. Things I can't explain. But those were not my memories. Right? I don't know how to distinguish between reality and dreams. At least I used to. Now I'm not so sure anymore. I take a shaky breath. What's happening to me? The hyena takes a deep breath, averting his gaze. I don't know yet. You're under a lot of stress. You haven't eaten, haven't slept. Any man would go a little crazy under your circumstances. Crazy. Crazy enough to start hearing voices? I sigh, slumping back down on the ground. Back turned to the striped beast. 1 second, y'all. Let me, plug my phone in. There we go. Okay. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Lift my paw to wipe at my eye, feeling the matted fur on my cheek. Ooh, excuse me. Shepard lays his big paw on my shoulder. You're not. He crouches down beside me. I'm... sorry. Are you really? I realize how difficult all this must be. I shouldn't have pushed you. I just needed to know. Why'd you set me up with the mask back in the bathroom? I thought perhaps if you put it on, you might remember something. Remember, why would I... You thought I was him. You thought I was Ludwig. He stays quiet, only answering with a defeated sigh. I swear the first time you saw you here, He shakes his head. You look just like him, Tiny. I look at him, and he looks at me. Except your eyes. And for a moment, we just gaze into each other's eyes. His somber expression emphasizes the rugged features in his face. His untrimmed fur, the lines beneath his large crimson eyes, the long scar down his muzzle. He's tired. 1 second, y'all. Alright, y'all, I'm going to go ahead and pause it right there. Thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, ring that notification bell. Leave a super thanks or a tip if you can. It always helps. Don't forget to check out that Patreon, y'all. Anyway, I love you all. I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye-bye.